Hello everyone. I have run out of ideas to make for a video, so that's why I'm making a Reddit video today. We're looking at r/entitled parents. And by the way, when we get to 64 subscribers, I'm making a Minecraft video since that's the number of a stack. That also applies for 640. I hope we get there. So subscribe if you want to. And here we go. The title is, I do not care if you have cancer. My child deserves your seat. This encounter happened about 7 months ago. I do not want to insult your intelligence because you most likely already know what EM and me stands for. But I should say that EK in the story stands for embarrassed kid and OG stands for old gentleman. 60-some-year-old guy. The kid was very polite and sorry. So this story isn't about him. Also, I'm translating this into English, so bear with me. A little backstory. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with cancer of the nasal cavity. Stage 2. The tumor was quite large, but thankfully benign. Edit. People have pointed out I formulated this wrong. By benign, I wanted to shorten the fact it still did not spread into the other tissue. Thus, it was still contained, which is what I thought the word meant. I apologize for my gaps in knowledge. To get it removed, I first had to undergo aggressive chemotherapy to make it smaller. Thanks to the chemo, I had severe alopecia, hair loss, which made most of my hair and even eyebrows and eyelashes fall out. At some point, I had to go bald, but I wore a wig because I didn't want to look like a skinhead neo-Nazi. I'm 6'4" and pretty muscular, so I thought people would assume. So, once after a long chemo session in the hospital, I took the bus home. There's only one bus that goes from the hospital to where I live, so I took that one. Only to see it was absolutely packed. I felt like shit thanks to the chemo. So I asked a middle-aged dude to let me sit. He was very understanding and gave me his spot without complaining. If you're reading this, thanks bro. 2 stops later, enter EM. A lovely whale with an I demand a parley with the CEO haircut and a 12-some-year-old kid. It took her roughly 5 seconds to see the bus was packed, start looking for a free seat, spot me, and start marching. Or, in her case, trying to fit in the aisle in between the seats while shoving others aside to me. When I saw her, I knew I was screwed. She then stood next to me and decided to talk to me. This was how the conversation followed. EM said, hey, could you let my kid sit down? Me. You mean me? EM. Who else? Me. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm on my way from the hospital. And EM cutting me off. So are we... Nonsense. No. The stop was a few kilometers away from the hospital. My boy just broke his leg and we're coming straight from the ER. Her kid was standing next to her, without any support, clearly embarrassed. Me. He's standing next to you, completely fine, EM. Look here, boy. I'm 21 years old. My kid deserves to sit down. Look, ma'am, I'm sorry, but I just got back from a chemo session in the hospital and I need to sit down and rest. I then moved my wig a bit to let her see my bald head. EM then straight up started yelling in my face. EM, stop making excuses and get off the seat, you skinhead piece of... At this point, I was baffled. I didn't know what to say. The kid was trying to make his mother stop, and we had the attention of the whole bus. She then grabbed me and tried to yank me from my seat. I held on tight and thankfully didn't fall off. Now enter OG, my savior. OG, will you shut the up? You dumb cow. EM. Who do you think you are talking to? OG. With an ice cold voice. Stop assaulting other passengers or I will be forced to step in. Also, every dumb moron who could see that the dude has cancer. EM. No, he's just a skinhead. OG. He's got no eyebrows, you twat. Seems like that really offended EM, because she spun around on the spot and threw a falcon punch in OG's face. I was shocked and in disbelief. The whole bus was flabbergasted, and the kid probably wished he'd never been born. OG then said something unbelievable, and a golden sweet karma moment followed. OG. Okay, that's it. Harassing passengers on the bus, physical assault against a passenger, and now assaulting an officer. You're in deep trouble, lady. OG then pulled out a badge and told her to stay where she was. Then he pulled out his phone, called someone, and told her she was being arrested. I couldn't believe it. OG was a bloody cop. At this point, EM was white as a wall. The bus had just come to a stop, so she decided she'd make a run for it, but other passengers blocked her way. She then also got charged with resisting arrest thanks to this. 3 stops later, a police car was waiting for the EM and EK. EK told me he was sorry for his mother's behavior and felt really sorry for the kid, and I felt really sorry for the kid. He wasn't a bad child, but his mother was a hellspawn. OG then talked to me and asked me if I wanted to press charges, to which I gladly said yes. Took a statement, and thankfully was kind enough to let me solve everything on the phone, so I didn't have to come to the police station for questioning. In the end, EM got some jail time. I think it was a few months, and some community service. I, in return, got a good story to tell and the sweet taste of instant karma. Right now, I'm riding the same bus home, as I just got back from the hospital after a checkup, which reminded me of this. A friend who was sitting next to me told me I should post it here. He's as much as myself. He has as much as myself. Also couldn't believe that such people existed, but it seemed I provided it to him. I should also note that the surgery went well. I was declared cancer-free in November, and my hair is slowly returning. Also, I don't need to wear a wig anymore. Alright, well, wow, like, not believing someone has cancer, even though they told you that they did, and like showed you that they were freaking bald and didn't have eyebrows, is like, dude, literally so entitled. Alright, this next one is called I Witnessed EM Getting Destroyed. I saw this today and I can't stop laughing. I was traveling in my city metro. It wasn't that much crowded at the time, but all the seats were occupied. Still, you could freely stand without being humped by a random stranger. There was a kid sitting in the reserved seats. The ones for people with handicaps, pregnant women, and for old people. Definitely not for moms with 2-year-olds. He was probably 15 or 14. I don't know. He's the hero of the story here, though. Then at one stop, our EM comes in. She has this cute little child who was trying to keep up with his mom's pace. EM instantly sees our hero sitting in the reserved seat and just stares at him. I guess this was her way to make people automatically give away their seats or something. The kid didn't move though. This probably irked EM a lot, I guess, because she moved toward the kid with heavy steps. She comes near him, stops again, and again does the stare. The kid doesn't budge. Then she starts screaming. If she didn't have the whole compartment's attention earlier, she had it now. She starts berating the kid for sitting in a reserved seat and not giving for someone more deserving like a mother, like herself with a young kid. I don't know what her logic was. The seats aren't reserved for them anyways. She just keeps shouting and screaming and tries to get others' opinions on it. And for a while, people were on her side. Then the kid, out of nowhere, rolls right side of his jeans up and detaches the artificial leg and keeps it in front of EM. The look on her face was priceless. It looked like she was mortified and embarrassed at the same time. She just backed away silently and got off on the next stop. I don't think it was her stop though. Well, that was just crazy. I mean, like, that's why I'm usually like nice to people I don't know at first, because like they might, you know, like I don't know what they might like whoop up, because like this is an example of like that, so that's just crazy, bro. Alright, well, that was the end of our session on Reddit today. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, hit, you know, there's a red button. If that button's red, that means you haven't subscribed. So, go ahead and press it if you like. If you like the video, like, press the like button. I'll stop wasting your time now, and see ya.